Alright, these are your Hot Spring Highlife series controls. Let's take a walk through them. Of course, any of the buttons that have words on them will make that function operate. For instance, your jets, options, lights, and back button will always take you back. The other buttons here on the controls are your soft buttons, we call them. They correspond with anything that's displayed on the screen. Those will help you kind of toggle through the different options within the controls. If we hit the Jets button, it lets you turn on the Jets 1 or Jets 2. Jet Max turns everything on to high speed all at once. Jets off just immediately turns everything off as far as the jets go in the hot tub. Use the back button to go back to the home screen. If we hit options, we can go into the temperature, in which case this button actually allows you to change the temperature in the spa. You use these two soft buttons to go warmer or cooler. Temperature lock would lock the temperature from being adjusted by anybody else. Go back. Setup here, go into that. You have a spa lock option, which locks all of the buttons on the controls from being from functionality. The summer timer is something we don't typically use in our area. It's for very hot climates, and it would turn the circulation system off for a period of time throughout the day so that you don't exceed your desired temperature in the spa. The language, you can change the language on the controls there, and this would be for screen brightness. You can go back. If you've chosen to add Bluetooth audio to your spa, you can go into the audio function and turn the audio on or off, adjust temperature, and so forth. If we go into the light screen, we can turn the color wheel on or off, in which it would roll through the different colors of lights in the tub. Lights off always turns all of the lights off all at once. If you go into additional lighting, we can just individually turn the bar top lights, which would be on the top edge of the spa, the pillow lights on or off, and then the water feature or waterfall, you can turn those lights off individually as well. Alright, notice the clean button there. That would allow you to turn the clean cycle on in the spa. We recommend running that clean cycle every time you get out. You hit that button and it runs a 10-minute cycle of jets for you to kind of strain everything through the filtration and sanitation system, so the next time you jump into the hot tub you have fresh, clean water. The all off function turns all of the functionality in the spa completely off, no matter what you have on, whether it be the different jets, the lights. Whenever you hit all off, it saves whatever was on into the memory. So from that point forward, if you hit memory, those same functions will come right back on the tub for you. That'll pretty much cover everything within your Hot Spring Highlife control system. Alright, so next we'll talk about some of the key factors in taking care of your hot tub and keeping it clean. And one of the big things is going to be taking care of your filter. So we recommend about once a month removing your filter from the hot tub and spraying it out with the high pressure nozzle of your hose just to get the debris out of the pleats that are within the filter there. And every 3 to 4 months you take it out, soak it in a bucket of water with a filter degreaser product that's actually going to get those pleats back to new and permeable again, so they can help trap the particulate that's in the water. The better we filter the water, the less chemical we can end up using in the spa, and it'll just make that water more clean and fresh to use every day. Okay, so we found a few key ways to take care of your hot tub so that it's enjoyable to use every day. In fact, your spa comes with a mineral cartridge. And this is something that goes in the filter area of your spa, and it has silver inside of it that helps inhibit the growth of bacteria naturally, which in turn helps you use less chemical in the hot tub. So by using that, it lasts 4 months and helps keep the water clean and pure without adding as much chemical to the water. In fact, the product that we recommend using to kill bacteria off and make the water safe and easy to use would be this enhanced shock. We recommend a tablespoon of this product per 2 bathers after exiting the spa. This takes any bacteria that we've introduced to the water and oxidizes it away immediately. The goal is that by the next time you use it, the next day, there's no sanitizer in the water, chemical, there's no bacteria, it's just fresh, clean water to bathe in again. All right, one of the other key elements is going to be testing your spa water about once a week. And what we do is we swirl a test strip around in the water and get a judgment of where the color pads on that test strip match to the color on the bottle. Okay, so let's go ahead and test the water now. We take a test strip, swirl it around in the water for about 3 seconds, and then hold it up to the bottle like so. Each one of these pads corresponds with each one of these color lines. We want to get an idea of which color the pad matches on each one of those lines to then make our adjustments. There's an okay range down each one of these lines that we hope for it to match into, but it'll give us an idea of what we need to adjust. The first thing we'll talk about is maybe the alkalinity, and I'll give you an example of how to adjust that. If we're looking at the alkalinity line here, each one of these colors has a number above it, and those are all parts per million of the alkalinity that's in the water. So for instance, if our alkalinity pad matched the color of the 40 there, and the OK range is between 125 and 150, we'll want to be bringing that alkalinity up into that OK range. If we just stab in the middle for, say, 140, between 40 and 140, we have a difference of 100 parts per million. So we can take a look at the bottle now and see how to get it up to that level. Now on the back of your alkalinity bottle, you have a table. It'll reference the amount of gallons that your spa is. So let's take into consideration you have a 400-gallon spa. Each column tells you how to raise the alkalinity by a certain number of parts per million. For instance, if your spa is 400 gallons and you want to raise that 100 parts per million that we talked about, that's going to be a total of 16 tablespoons in order to adjust that level up. Of course, you'd use the appropriate number of gallons to your hot tub and how many parts per million you need to raise your personal alkalinity in the hot tub. Alright, so let's go through some of the other things that come in your startup bucket with your brand new spa. We'll go through each bottle individually. First, we have stain and scale control. We recommend adding this into the water to prevent from mineral content damaging the spa. It's good preventative maintenance. Approximately a capful or an ounce once per week, depending on the size hot tub that you have. Next thing in here would be sodium dichloride. We recommend having this on hand in case you ever run into a situation where you get an influx of use out of the hot tub, extra people in and out. A situation that would be rare would be like cloudy water. This is going to be a little bit more aggressive in getting rid of any of that bacteria and getting the water back to clear again. Of course, by using that enhanced shock that we talked about, that's going to eliminate bacteria growth after you use the spa, and you shouldn't need to run into using this very often. Alkalinity increaser, we're going to test the water for and kind of get an idea if this is something that we need or not need. Periodically, you'll probably need to adjust alkalinity in the hot tub. Same with pH decreaser. This is the next product here that also would be something that we test for to see if we need to add it in. And calcium hardness increaser as well. We want to have some calcium in the water to help make the sanitizer work more effectively in killing bacteria. The last bottle in here is anti-foam. It's another one of those as-needed products. So something like this would be used if you ever had foam or sud build up on the water that comes from leftover detergents and swim trunks, body lotions, or hair products. You just add in a couple of ounces and the foam goes away immediately. Works really well.